It's been 1,118 days since we last had a race here in Albert Park, and the pilgrims have flocked on this Sunday. The congregation have congregated, over 420,000 race fans across the weekend, making this the biggest weekend sporting event in Australian history. Welcome back to Albert Park as Albert Park welcomes back Formula One, a 3.28 mile circuit at some 58 laps to come around these 14 corners now, 5 to the left and 9 to the right. We had 4 DRS zones on Friday. We've reduced one of them to just the 3 DRS zones now to try and help overtaking around this newly reprofiled circuit. Turns 1, 3, 6 and 13 have all been widened. Turn 9 and 10 used to be a chicane, now it's a swooping right-hander. We've got rid of that chicane and it's made the entry even quicker into the chicane at a 10 and 11. That is a newly reprofiled corner as well, and these tyres are going to have to cope with the hottest conditions on track that we've seen so far this weekend. The C5 not thought to be the best tyre for the race. Expect the majority of the runners and riders to start on the C3 medium, and it's the C2 hard tyre that they might be switching onto. Here's the starting grid then for what is the 25th Australian Grand Prix here in Melbourne. Alex Albon right at the back, Lance Stroll alongside him, then Nicholas Latifi and Sebastian Vettel. Williams and Aston Martin occupying the back 2 rows. Mick Schumacher out-qualifies Kevin Magnussen for the first time this season. Both Haas drivers start together. Yuki Tsunoda and Zhou Guanyu, 13th and 14th on the grid. And after these two, Valtteri Bottas, after 103 successive appearances in Q3, he missed out. Pierre Gasly ahead of him in 11th. Fernando Alonso crashed in Q3. Carlos Sainz got caught out by the resultant red flag. Esteban Ocon, the lead Alpine driver, alongside Daniel Ricciardo, his best start here since 2015. George Russell alongside his teammate Lewis Hamilton. It's an all Mercedes third row, and ahead of these two, Lando Norris will start 4th for McLaren. Sergio Perez third for Red Bull, just behind his teammate Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc taking Ferrari's first pole. Been a magnificent weekend here as we return to Australia once more. Let's hope for a magnificent race here in Albert Park this afternoon. Welcome around the world as we have 5 lights on and it's lights out and away we go. Decent start from Charles Leclerc, and he gets ahead then of Max Verstappen with Sergio Perez coming at his teammate. There's Lewis Hamilton and George Russell down the inside. Leclerc through from Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton has moved his Mercedes up and into a further place as we head now down towards turn 3. There's Esteban Ocon having a move on Daniel Ricciardo. Leclerc goes through from Verstappen, then Hamilton ahead of Perez, then in third, then comes George Russell. That is Carlos Sainz, who looks like he's beached that Ferrari in the gravel on the exit of turn 10. Past Mick Schumacher and then, well, it's going in a little bit too hot. Couldn't keep it on the tarmac. And that grass, not exactly grippy, even though we haven't had much rain around here.
Yes, he's gone in a little bit deep, had to turn in and correct a slide across the grass, and he's had a miserable, miserable weekend.
And going off, Sebastian Vettel, who's only had 26 laps around Albert Park this weekend. This is down at turn 11. We saw the results, and that was the cause.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's so difficult to adjust that car under braking.
He's tipped in, look, gone in deep.
All okay, Kev?
Yeah, my bad, sorry.
Daniel Ricciardo coming out. Well, the Williams getting Ricciardo's way. Oh, almost going into the back.
Warm-up is bad on this tyre, just do what you can.
Sergio Perez, he had the pace advantage, going round the outside, gets a ripple of applause from the crowd, and now the safety car is out because Sebastian Vettel has stopped by the side of the track, right behind Alex Albon.
Oh no, he's on the exit of turn 4. That's highly unusual. He's dropped it coming off the curb.
Holy cow, that was close. Yeah, understood.
Whoa! They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 1 here. Charles Leclerc's been leading this race. Verstappen fancies his chances. Leclerc stays ahead, but now we've got the rundown towards turn 3. George Russell got into the dirt a bit there. Sergio Perez thought he might go around the outside into turn 9. Now we've got the run down towards turn 11, and Perez much closer than he has been before. Russell's looking in his mirrors, sees where Perez is. Perez, well, he doesn't need to look in his mirrors now. Sergio Perez has got past. Max Verstappen has pulled over to the side of the track.
Okay, Max, stop the car, please.
Oh, and is this another power unit issue for Red Bull and Red Bull powertrains? Well, that's... Did he shut that off, the engine off himself?
Yeah.
That's now some weird fluid. Right, everything is itself.
So he smelt it, turned the engine off, was told by the team to turn the engine off, and pulled over at turn 2. This is Valtteri Bottas. Oh, getting very, very close indeed as the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll squeezes his way down the inside.
Stroll made me to go off the track, just revealing overtake. Understood. Keep pushing.
Pierre Gasly has locked up into turn 13, and there's another one that has gone onto the grass, and as a result Gasly has been passed by Valtteri Bottas. Here he is, nice gap on the inside, don't mind if I do. Charles Leclerc keeping up Ferrari's happy hunting ground in Australia. His 3 previous career wins have come from pole, make that 4 career wins from pole position as Charles Leclerc takes the fastest lap of the race and wins the Australian Grand Prix. Perez finishes on the podium, takes 2nd place, and for his first podium of the season, George Russell comes home. Good finish for Pierre Gasly. They lost time in the early pit stops behind the safety car, and it's a good recovery there. Alex Albon taking the final points of the day. Well done, Williams. Very good strategy. Left him hanging on 57 laps on a set of hard compound tyres, and they pitted him right at the final moment. Charles Leclerc started on pole, and he came home to take the win as well. It has been a bumper weekend of motorsport festivities here in Albert Park. What a weekend as Formula One returns down under.
I'm very happy, but of course this wouldn't have been possible. I think we had the best car today, and it's no secret, and that's thanks to the team. They've done an incredible job, so I'm extremely happy about the result today.
Yeah, a good result certainly. But a lot of work to do, ahead, and I think these first 3 races we've been quite unlucky. With Bahrain, with Jeddah, but today was a bit of a concern. I think we got a few things quite wrong. fundamentally, and yeah, a lot of things that we have to review going forward.
We were probably the 5th fastest team this weekend, and we came away with P3 and P4 ahead of the McLarens, ahead of the Alpines. We've got to be happy with that.
It's nice to have a positive weekend at home, for sure. It's been all weekend's just been a step in the right direction, and a few weeks ago in Bahrain, probably many home fans were thinking, oh no, this is maybe going to be a bit of a painful home race for Daniel, but yeah, it was really nice to have such a quick turnaround.
I mean, it was looking like quite an easy P2 anyway, but you have to finish, to get that second place, even on a bad day. But we're not doing that, and that's, of course, extremely frustrating.